Kayye, and we are obviously at InfoComm 2024 inside the LG booth, one of the hottest booths on the show floor. I'm here with JP Pfenning, Director of Technical Sales and Services for LG. First off, you're going to take me on a booth tour, right?
You bet. Yeah, we got a lot of good things to show you.
All right, so behind us is
this is
impressive LED wall.
Yeah, we're showing a kinetic LED. So this thing modulates out
We're in
and
between
out.
shows, by the way, so we're going to inset some video to show you what this looks like.
Yeah, so it's
right
great
now.
for like media art, digital out of home. It's got kinetic movement to tie in with the content.
And what is the LED technology behind
It's an SMD technology, yeah, that's on there.
All right, so that's nice. That means it's cool to the touch, and also it's all one superstructure, right? You know, it's right.
Yeah. It's all obviously the LEDs are connected to the modules that are extending in and out.
Yep.
Right. So it's really
That's why you're able to move it and it still works.
Yep.
All right, good. So LG, as we know, has pioneered a lot of technologies, and we're actually going to go on a booth tour right now.
All right.
Let's head this way. And what are we going to see first? Obviously, you've designed it sort of like an amusement park ride.
That's right. We kind of guide you through. It's a guided tour. We kind of start with a little bit of our messaging about LG, what we're about around our green initiatives, around our diversity and inclusion. So it's a little bit speaking to what we're doing to be a good company about recycling, with all our carbon footprint, all of those kind of messaging. So not much about a technology here, but about really what we're all about as a company. I would say above here, we are featuring a couple of our mini stretches. Those are little 37-inch.
That's cute.
Great for signage, all different signage applications, small spaces.
And then here,
we're just showing a nice, beautiful OLED Evo TV, and it's delivering our messaging around our sustainability.
What size is that? That's
that,
rather
I believe,
large.
is our 97-inch
Look how easy he's pulling that out.
Look at the blacks, obviously, on an OLED. It's just amazing blacks, vibrant colors. You got to have one for your home. Doesn't have to be that size.
No, I do want one for my home. We'll talk about it at the end of the tour.
Absolutely.
All right, Dalton, we're heading this way over here.
So kind of on both sides of us here, what we're representing first is some products for window-facing, outward-facing.
So
right?
signage,
but they need to be sunlight readable, right? They need to be able to combat the sun. So on one side, we have a 75-inch.
Is this the one I'm allowed to punch?
Not
Is
quite.
this okay, I don't want to punch
Because this one's indoor, outward facing, so it's not been ruggedized.
This would be inside of a window where you have high ambient light, like the sun shining on it.
So this is in a 75-inch, so it's LCD technology, right? And it's pretty much all our products are going to be WebOS enabled. So they're WebOS is the operating platform.
LG's operating system for signage. Yeah, you got your own built-in operating system.
We'll talk a little bit more about WebOS later. On the other side is another window-facing. This is a unique product.
This is LED in this case.
What we're seeing here is a LED. This is 1.5 millimeter, but it's an 86-inch diagonal. But really what we're seeing, this is a double-sided. So we have window-facing LED on the outward, but instead of having a plain backside, let's come around to the back.
Walk around it, Dalton. You'll see on the other side, it's also a display.
And notice it's a 75-inch LCD on the other side.
So do you build that
this is going to come as
everything?
This is going to come as one complete unit.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's pretty cool. Very sleek, very shallow. So we got a lot of requests for that. Window facing is great, but what do I see to the inside?
So rather than having a black
in a retail environment, we're kind of showing a luxury retail environment here. That doesn't have to be luxury, but any kind of window environment.
This is a really cool, unique way of using your small stretch displays.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, they're unique. They can go into small places in unique environments. So there's a great example used more as a shelf display. On the right is kind of our bread and butter of a standard
vertically mounted,
professional
4K
grade
display.
Display. Pardon me. But we have refreshed it. So this is our UH series. It's kind of we have our good, better, best of our professional signage monitors.
Which one is this?
This is the UH5N.
So is this the good, the better, or the best?
This is kind of right in that middle, but our middle is a 24/7 rated 450 net product.
So still 24/7, 365. Yeah, it comes 55 all the way up to 86, or 43 all the way up to 86.
Right.
Yeah.
And we do have smaller, we have down to 22-inch. They're just not in this family, but they're still WebOS enabled, 24/7. So we've got all the way up to, we'll see it a little bit later. I don't want to spoil it.
keep the surprise going
All right.
because
So
stay
one-
tuned because you're going to be impressed with what they're about to show you. And of course, this is this transparent OLED.
Oh yeah, so gotta love it. LG, you know, we've been the leader in driving the OLED technology in TVs, but also in signage applications. And here we've shown the transparent OLED in the past. What we're seeing on the right, this is once again, we're in the luxury retail vignette here. We're showing a 30-inch transparent OLED, but you notice there's nothing that you're not seeing any other mechanics. So it's a very sleek, great, unique application.
So all the electronics are where? Where are the
Well,
electronics?
if you want to
On the
come around
bottom?
this side, we actually exposed. You
Okay,
can see
there
them
you
on
go.
the right.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
And on the other ones, we have them covered. So
Yeah, so you can
now
see
there's an umbilical cord back to kind of the bigger power
Well,
supplies
power and also
all your
content,
sources,
yeah.
right?
So this is what it would look like. This is the strip here with it covered.
Yep.
Yeah, on this side here.
And that's what's, our evolution of OLED is that being able to do that form factor to turn it has made us open up a lot more applications.
Yeah.
We've shown this before. This is great.
Yeah.
Display case. Now, even though there is backlighting, we don't need that for the transparency.
Yeah.
The backlight is really just highlighting the objects in there.
Now, do you have a touch version of this?
We do, and we'll show that
Show
to
it to you? Okay.
Because that really takes, transparent OLED is one of those things that it takes the creative minds of how to implement it into great applications, right? We've seen some really
Well, I
interesting
think what happens
uses.
is you're limited by what you've seen. So when you haven't seen this before, you don't know that you can do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
that's a
idea.
good idea, yeah.
That's a good.
Exactly.
But before we go back there, this is kind of one of the highlights of the entire booth.
This is micro LED, right?
Yeah, so this is not only micro LED, and it's under our magnet family of micro LED, our flagship series of LED products. This is next generation micro LED.
What's different about it?
This is AM, active matrix micro LED. This is really a technology showcase we're showing here. So we haven't launched this yet, but this is a 136-inch representation of it.
0.78 millimeter too. So that's the perceived resolution of a direct view LCD. I mean, you're talking about but much higher black levels and So you're fully on replacing the resolution of a monitor.
Yeah, you're getting so tight the pixel pitch, you're just now getting to go bigger, right? But micro LED, our chip on board. This is chip on board technology. So it's smooth to the touch. The pixels are embedded. So our magnet is our flagship family of that. AM or micro. Well, let me back up. With chip on board, you're getting better contrast ratio already. We're able to get better blacks, right? And more vibrant colors. But with AM micro LED, active matrix, there's a TFT layer. Each pixel is being driven a little bit differently, and we get even better. There's more space for more blacks.
So you have a transistor behind each pixel now. Back like the early days of LCD.
Yeah, so it's taking like an old
technology. You're going to have much faster refresh rates, faster what am I thinking of? Faster on-off points, right? I mean, and that's going to make it where your colorimetry is naturally going to be better because you go from black to white faster.
And my understanding of the technology is we don't actually turn off the pixel. Don't check me on this, but so we're really just modulating the brightness of that pixel. And
faster though, because
so your scanner, you're never going to black, right?
Yeah. So that's interesting. So does that block any of the light by the fact that you have those transistors there for each pixel? Are you having to separate them with more, like, how are they? I'm wondering I'm going to learn about this.
Yeah, there's more to come on that.
I want to learn.
I'm with you, though.
I'm going to learn about this because normally when you hear that, you think that there's a limitation because that transistor has to go somewhere.
It has to go somewhere. Right? But as I understand it, it's the production difference is it's being put right onto the TFT. There, you don't have it. It's just a little bit different manufacturing.
The LED's probably on top of it.
Yeah, it's on top, so it's probably right behind it.
Yeah, so you should get higher colorimetry, much higher contrast ratio,
and better. Like I said, we actually have some of the features of it are on this board over here that kind of highlights
the individual control of the pixel is going to give you a much higher refresh rate.
Yeah, so we're talking about the pixel control, light source. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, see, 144 hertz flicker-free technology. That's why. So you're only able to do that if you do.
And this is a first time us showing this technology. More to come on it, of course, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, this will be incorporated into our flagship magnet series.
So this is actually what I want for my house.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll split the OLED.
I got one that you can have for today. That'll be tomorrow's.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so we're kind of moving into, we call it the cafe and bakery, a little bit of food service, restaurant environments, but it's repurposing some of the same technology.
Your kiosks are very popular.
Kiosks. Yeah, they're great.
And those can be customized with any payment system.
Yeah, we're the platform. You know, we got the form factor. It's on a stand right here. We're collaborating with our ecosystem partners of software. We have Intuitive, or Intuiface and Xenial, and these are fantastic products for self-ordering kiosks. We actually have it at the front of the booth for check-in, right? You can have a thermal printer, receipt printer. So we're just building that ecosystem now. We're adapting this to our existing software ecosystem. They're the ones that are coming up with the great applications.
All right.
So here, let's start talking first about the display. So the LCD displays, we talked earlier, it goes up to 86 on that other series.
So this is 110 inch?
This one's 110 inch.
Wow.
And we have
I didn't even know you could build an LCD 110.
Isn't that amazing? And we've shown it in the past, but this one's been upgraded over the last little bit of time. But we used to show the 98 as kind of the premier size, right?
Yeah.
So we don't even have that here. Now we're showing the 110. You know, great LCD display. The nice thing is if you're not ready to quite step up to an LED, you have other options. And that's kind of our message. If you notice, we have a variety of technologies. It's the right technology for the right application.
Yeah.
Right? And budget, right? You know, all of that comes into play. So
yeah, and then this can be used as a replacement for a projector in a classroom, a meeting room, but also as a signage display.
It's all scalable. Yeah, it all depends on the space you're trying to cover, right? We are showing it here on the right. We're one of our partners. Yeah, we're partnered with
signage advertising.
Yeah, Space Vision is doing some analytics.
Yeah, so are you identifying like age and gender, or what are you able to identify?
Yeah, it can also do eye tracking. So it's identifying, hopefully, what does it say? I'm 30 years old up there?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something like that.
So, but it's, you know, they throw away the video image. There's capturing the metadata of who's in the audience, and then we can actually trigger
a retail
content.
store would be able to tell who's actually coming into the store and what they're buying.
Yeah, and Space Vision is a partner of ours that data could be valuable without any signage, like just
anonymized.
Right.
Yeah.
But here we can actually trigger signage based on it.
So if a male walks up to it, we're going to send content that he'd be interested in versus a female.
And then it's certainly when you add a layer of digital out of home on top, that translates to the value. You know the demographics, right?
Yeah.
So
I do love how you use an OLED here. You're showing the transparent OLED. You're showing actually what the product is.
Yeah, there's some of the best applications of the transparent OLED when it's highlighting the product right behind it. But guess what? This is touch version.
Wow.
So
this is 55 inch.
This is still the 55 inch.
Wow. That is really cool. That is amazing. Wow. The applications for that are amazing.
I think the fun part of showing somebody transparent OLED, first time they've ever seen it, it's that future is like it's here.
Yeah. That's really cool.
So, actually, right up above, very important.
I'm going to take a picture of this for Rave TV tomorrow too. Look at that. This is an incredible application. Okay. OLED has really changed things. I also see you have LED displays at the top.
Yeah, that's we're showcasing here for the first time is at least here in the U.S. It's a 79-inch stretch LED, but kind of an all-in-one version. Yeah, you've probably seen our old LCD stretch.
Yeah, the 86.
When I say old, but we have the 86. That's still a current product.
Yeah.
It's a 7 foot by 1 foot. Yeah. And then we had the 7 foot by 2 foot, right? That one is transitioning more to an LED technology.
Okay.
It's not exactly the same dimension, but very popular wayfinding applications, signage, transportation. This is
There's again another touch application.
Yeah,
right?
This is down at the 30-inch version. So
yeah, this one I saw last year in the small form factor.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had it in a large form factor.
I wish we were serving some of these pastries.
I know, it's making me hungry.
But at the end of the tour, there is a bar. So.
There you go. All right, what about this? So this is outdoor, right?
Yeah, so we transitioned. We showed a little bit of the hybrid for indoor but outward facing. Yeah. Now we're truly outdoor.
Is this high impact?
Yeah, you can hit this.
So this is the one you can hit, right. And this is an all-in-one, right? You're
So this is an 86-inch super high bright, right?
So this is the kind of thing you'd see in an outdoor street area. a park,
street signage,
potentially a bus stop.
wayfinding, could be on a campus, corporate campus, education campus, convention center, anywhere where, you know, obviously digital out-of-home applications too. And then behind us are a few more of the family of our high-bright IP-rated products. So
Different sizes.
yeah, we have refreshed it to a newest model, but we have it in a 55, what we're showing here, and a 49. But
And all of these outdoor ones have their own internal heating and cooling.
yeah, and actually what we're seeing here, this is a little deceiving. This display is smaller.
Yeah.
The rest of this is just for structure. It's not needed. Let me back up. The displays are IP rated by themselves. They don't need anything else. The rest is just for aesthetics.
And also it keeps it from being destroyed, because you're putting metal around it, right?
Earthquake, hurricane, wind loads.
So the display itself is IP rated, could be outside.
Yeah, and we are selling the display. So our partner has provided this particular enclosure. Obviously, price point and everything for drive-throughs. Yeah. But it can be used in anything. We'd have it down to 22-inch, showing it here, kind of like an order confirmation.
Charging, this is a good example of our industry being able to move in a different direction, right?
Absolutely.
And actually add some value to a different industry. So, and then in this case, it's an electric car charging station.
So what we've never shown
by the way,
before,
it takes about 10, 15 minutes to charge your car, so you might as well show them some content.
So yeah, did you know LG, we've launched an EV charger ourselves. We have a factory in Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah. So we are making level 2 chargers right now. Level 3, which is the super fast charging, is coming. But what we're showing here, this is available as a standalone charging unit. Okay. This little guy. Yeah. But what we're showing here is combining our technologies. That's the beauty of LG having all these different technologies. We can combine them into a combined solution.
2 different form factors. So this is the standalone charger I'd buy for my garage, mounted inside of the kiosk.
So in this case, we partnered with Mellotron, one of our many ecosystem partners. They've created a very...
So I bought a plug-in hybrid. This is exactly the connector I use in my plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, that's the Type 1 connector.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have adapters, so they go into the other brand, the other types. Obviously great for the bigger one. It would be good for digital out of home, because you're not going to get just the driver but the passersby. Yeah. Whereas this maybe is a little more targeted to the driver. Yeah. Right. So. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And projectors. So when I went and toured your facility, your showroom in Chicago, I had forgotten that you made projectors until I saw them.
It's kind of,
and I almost felt bad for the product manager, because you have projectors, right? I mean, like,
I know it.
All the stuff,
the glitz and glamour and all the flashy stuff.
They have projectors, but all the way from the small Cinebeam ones all the way to ProAV.
Yeah, it's kind of 2 main series. The Cinebeam, which is mostly residential focused, but our ProBeam, we are the market leader. Get this. Despite our kind of a smaller lineup, we target it very specifically to the sweet spots of the market. We are the market leader in 4K professional grade projectors.
And these are all DLP based.
Yeah, DLP, laser, fixed lens. We don't get into variable lens products.
And the lumens output range is from
this
what to
one's
what?
a 7,000. I think we, this is our flagship product right here. Yeah, now these, something interesting, we talked about WebOS earlier. Yeah. WebOS is the platform that our
signage and
partners,
control and CMS.
These two, the RG series, are WebOS driven. So we could run a digital signage app
and use it for signage.
Just like that. So this really, if you look at it, we've got, hey, you want to put an image on the floor and on the wall, you've got products for all the different applications.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people
That's kind of our theme, right?
Including myself, that you have signage. All right, so obviously with the Microsoft Teams front row applications, a lot of talk about 21:9 displays. Here you're using an LED, showing an all-in-one LED in 21:9 aspect ratio.
You nailed it.
Yeah, and so you're showing, you're also showing column array speakers with it as well. This is a good application. So the two cameras on the side with some to the middle.
Yeah. And these the partners, we've got a few partners represented. We're big with our ecosystem. That's one of the teams that I oversee is our ecosystem.
Yeah, so show that 21:9 display there.
So this is a 171 inch
171
diagonal 21:9. It's an all-in-one. So an all-in-one with LED. There's no additional processor external.
Just HDMI, plug it in, and that's
it. Treat it like a real.
And it's native 4K or native 5K resolution.
Yeah, it's 2560, 1080. Okay, so it's full HD. We also have it in LCD, the 110-inch. That's a 21 by 9 as well.
And I see you have Salamander's cart.
Yep.
And that one is 5K. This one is, is 2K.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is more, the 170, we don't have the 136, and that's been very popular. I think your readers have said we are their favorite for all-in-one LED.
That's correct.
I believe so.
We won that award. You're exactly right.
Right. And so we have a lot of different all-in-ones. They're very
Somewhere
popular.
The awards around here. Somewhere we brought it to you. Maybe
I saw a little sign over there, but thank you for that. Thank you, readers. But our 136 all-in-one is super popular. We have it in 163-inch in an SMD LED technology, so it's more of the cost competitive.
Yeah.
We'll show you here in a second. We've upped the game to the magnet series.
Okay.
Before we do that, we don't want to miss out on our education solutions, right?
The crate boards.
The crate boards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our latest generation, and we'll show it in another area as well. Crate board. Not only we've improved the software, we're moving to Android 13. We have Play Store access. So those are great enhancements. We've enhanced the embedded whiteboard application.
Yep.
Super versatile products, right? Obviously for corporate and education. They also have an OPS slot, right?
Okay.
So you can turn it into a Windows computer. You can turn it into a Chrome. We offer it in those two options, a Chrome OPS and a Windows.
And it's 55 to 86, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, let's keep moving on now. Our readers are excited about it. They want to see the magnet all here.
Yeah.
This is impressive because not only is this the magnet, but it's also on wheels.
It's an all-in-one. You're getting the flagship technology.
It's got a cart built into it. Look at that. You can wheel it from room to room.
Yeah, you're getting the
This is
flagship
the one that won the
technology.
award, basically. Everyone's favorite.
This is a beauty. So this is the 136-inch version of it. We also have a 163, even
So
bigger.
the 136 would be 2K. And
No, it's actually 4K because
4K
we're down
both
to
are-
0.7 millimeter pixel pitch, so that's still 4K.
So both 4K.
And you're getting the chip on board, so nice and smooth to the touch, super thin. We can take a look at that.
Did you show the wheels affected its own? Good. All right.
All-in-ones, there's really kind of two major advantages. One, the ease of installation, and two, the ease of operation, because it turns it into just a remote
Well,
control.
it's also going to last forever.
Yeah, this is 5 strips of cabinets and 5 modules. That's it.
That's nice.
And you build it out.
Yep, and you don't have to worry about any of the processor because all you're doing is connecting an HDMI cable.
You know, our LED series, we have 30 plus series of LED now.
I love this demo right here.
Yeah.
This weatherproof. This is an outdoor marine grade DV LED.
Yeah, so it's our GNEB. So if you go on a cruise, you might see it. There's a few different brands that are putting these onto the cruise ships now. So as you're sitting by the pool, watching a movie or whatever.
You won't find me on a cruise. I'm not a fan of cruises, but I know that there's a market for that.
A lot went into that. We're talking cruise ships, but it could be seaside applications too.
Yeah, sure.
Right? What we had to do to engineer that to handle all the loads on a moving ship and all the things that experiences from hurricanes and everything. So we're pretty proud of that product.
Very nice. And there's
here's the one you want for your office, Gary. You had the one for your home. This is for your office.
All right.
You cannot follow your movement.
You can see it's popular. There's a lot of people around here, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't.
So this is magnet again.
So 0.68 millimeter, 118 inch. That's 4K then.
Yeah, and this is magnet technology, but this is the 118-inch TV you want.
Yeah, what's
right?
nice about this is it's got a full cabinet wrap. I mean, it's edge to edge, but it's finished on the sides.
So we sell it into that, maybe the CEO's office, whatever, but also high-end residential, right?
Yeah, definitely like
your
this.
place.
This is what I want.
Like your place.
All right, after this store.
All right.
All right, here we're talking about WebOS.
We're getting there. We're almost done.
All right.
So this whole series here is around our software solutions, but really what does that mean? It's really starting what we call the business cloud. Cloud is our portal where you get access to not only our applications.
You just announced that earlier this week.
Yeah. So the business cloud, it's a portal where you get access to our different software offerings, but we also want to always make sure we highlight our ecosystem partner. You heard me say that multiple times. So in this section, we're just talking about all of our partnerships, because they're super valuable to us. Even though we serve different parts of the market with our software. One software that's really popular that's along here, it's kind of busy, so we'll stay here maybe, is our connected care.
Come on over here.
Our WebOS stuff.
And
our
just kind of
connected
shoot, walk down and shoot everything as we're talking here, if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
So the first thing, I'll talk as you walk here, we've got our SuperSign Cloud CMS. So we have our own CMS software for digital signage applications. It's cloud-based.
And it works works across WebOS.
Yeah, but of course, right?
And of course, for advertising, management of campaigns.
Yeah, getting involved a little bit in that digital out-of-home space. And then as we keep going,
You're just showing different form factors for displaying out-of-home content.
I'd say
Jeff,
something that's really popular is the Connected Care, is our remote monitoring, cloud-based remote monitoring and managing platform. So, and we have it for our Create board too for education. It's called it's kind of a simplified version that's included with the Create board for education applications. So schools and IT departments can manage that network.
I think I wrote that story up this week too.
All right.
I think both those were stories I woke up this week.
We're almost to the bar. We're almost to the bar.
All right, we're heading to the bar.
Like
now.
I said, we should have started with
Are we
the bar.
gonna go to the bar or are we gonna go here?
Let's go. Let's highlight our
LG
partnership
and
with-
education
and
with
Google.
Google.
So it's our collaboration with Google. We have 3 products that are Chrome OS Flex certified. So on the right here, our kiosk is actually running Chrome OS here, Chrome OS Flex certified. So those ecosystem that want to run off Chrome, our kiosk is certified. We also, even though it's right down here in front of you, our Graham laptops, super cool laptops. They're so light. This is actually running Chrome OS Flex as well. And then our OPS is also certified Chrome OS Flex. So
And these are create boards.
These are Create
for
boards.
painted, but they've got Chrome on board.
Yeah.
Basically, or Android players.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
they're Android natively, and then with the OPS, we can turn them into a Chrome OS Flex. So just an ongoing collaboration.
All right, I want to go to the bar.
All right, let's go to the bar.
The bar looks so cool.
I know, although they might only be serving coffee and
It's fine. It's fine.
When we
Water's
stay
good.
long enough, there'll be more. Yeah, here we're highlighting a little bit more of this. We're still, we don't want to forget our standard products like bread and butter. There's so many of those we have a good, better, best approach with these. But I think that's about everything I got.
And by the way, you can win LG Ducks by playing the game at the Rave booth. And dude, JP,
Can I buy you a drink?
This was a great tour. I mean,
I
to
appreciate
take
it,
your
Gary.
time out of your day to do this tour is awesome. We've shot videos at every one of these product stations, so you can actually go back and get a deep dive on each of these products by going to ravepubs.com/InfoComm and just type in LG in the video search window. And JP, thank you very much. I appreciate
Great.
this.
Appreciate it, Gary.
And
Thanks,
thanks for
everybody.
watching. We got a lot more InfoComm 2024 to cover.